It is the spring of 1900, on the windswept hill of Knossos in Crete. The British archaeologist Arthur Evans drives his spade into the red earth and uncovers a palace older than Homer. Within weeks, his workmen are pulling clay tablets from the ground, baked hard by an ancient fire. The symbols pressed into them belong to no known language. Evans calls the script Linear B. He believes it records the lost tongue of the Minoans, a people he imagines as elegant, peaceful, and entirely separate from the Greeks. For the next 40 years, he guards the tablets jealously, publishing only a fraction. The script becomes one of the great puzzles of the 20th century, a code that refuses every key. Scholars across Europe try and fail. The signs number around 90, too many for an alphabet, too few for a Chinese-style logography. The tablets carry no bilingual inscription, no Rosetta Stone to bridge the unknown. By the time Evans dies in 1941, Linear B remains as silent as the day it was unearthed. But a boy is already listening. In 1936, at Burlington House in London, Evans gives a lecture on Minoan writing to mark the jubilee of the British school at Athens. In the audience sits a 14-year-old schoolboy named Michael Ventris. He is quiet, precocious, and already fluent in several languages. Ventris approaches the old archaeologist after the talk. He asks with polite insistence whether the tablets have truly never been read. Evans confirms it. From that moment, the boy fixes on Linear B as a private obsession. He will return to it for the rest of his short life. Michael Ventris is not a classicist. Born in 1922 to a British Army officer and a half-Polish mother, he grows up in Switzerland and absorbs French, German, and Polish before he is 10. He learns ancient Greek for pleasure. His true vocation, however, is architecture, the discipline of light, line, and structure. He trains at the Architectural Association in London, where he meets his future wife, Lois Knox-Niven. The Second World War interrupts everything. Ventris serves as a navigator in Royal Air Force bombers, plotting courses over occupied Europe by starlight and slide rule. The discipline of navigation sharpens his already remarkable mind for pattern. After the war, he returns to architecture by day and to Linear B by night. In 1940, while still a teenager, he had already published an article in the American Journal of Archaeology. In it, he had proposed that the language of the tablets might be Etruscan. He was wrong, but the audacity was already there. Then, in 1952, a turning point arrives. The American scholar Alice Kober has spent years analyzing the signs with brutal patience, cataloguing each occurrence on hand-cut index cards. She identifies recurring groups that change their endings, a sign of inflection. She dies of cancer in 1950, at just 43 before she can finish. Ventris inherits her method and accelerates it. He constructs a grid, a vast table that maps which signs share consonants and which share vowels. He does not yet know any of the actual sounds. He is mapping the relationships between unknowns, a structural lattice of pure logic, much like the plan of a building. He circulates his findings in a series of mimeographed work notes, sent free to scholars across the world. They are modest, self-deprecating, almost apologetic, yet each one tightens the grid. By the summer of 1951, Ventris has narrowed the possibilities for dozens of signs, even while insisting the underlying language is probably not Greek. The breakthrough comes from place names. Tablets from the site of Pylos on the Greek mainland had been published in 1951 by the American archaeologist Carl Blegen. Ventris notices certain words appearing only on Cretan tablets. He guesses they might be Cretan towns. He tries Amnisos, the ancient harbour of Knossos. The signs fit. He tries Knossos itself. It fits. He tries Tylissos. It fits. And once the sound values slot into his grid, other words spring to life around them. The word for total, the word for boy, the word for shepherd. They are Greek words, centuries older than Homer, written in a script no one believed could carry them. On the 1st of July 1952, Ventris speaks on BBC Radio. In a calm, almost diffident voice, he announces that Linear B is an early form of Greek. The implications are seismic. The Mycenaeans, the warriors of Agamemnon's age, were not foreign conquerors of a Minoan world. They were Greeks, writing Greek 5 centuries before the Iliad. Listening to the broadcast in Cambridge is a young philologist named John Chadwick. He is skeptical at first, then astonished. He writes to Ventris offering his expertise in early Greek dialects. The two men begin a collaboration of extraordinary intensity, exchanging letters and drafts almost daily through the autumn and winter of 1952. Together they prepare the formal proof. Their joint paper, Evidence for Greek Dialect in the Mycenaean Archives, appears in the Journal of Hellenic Studies in 1953. The same year, Carl Blegen unearths a new tablet at Pylos. On it stand the words for tripod, for three-legged cauldron, for goblet with four handles. The drawings beside them match exactly. The decipherment is confirmed. Ventris, an architect with no university chair in classics, has solved the puzzle that defeated a generation of professors. He is celebrated in newspapers across Britain, awarded the Order of the British Empire, and invited to lecture from Uppsala to Athens. He receives the praise with characteristic shyness, yet the triumph sits uneasily on him. Friends notice a deepening melancholy, a sense that the great problem is gone and nothing has come to replace it. He returns to architecture but struggles to settle. He drafts with Chadwick a vast book titled Documents in Mycenaean Greek, the foundation text of an entirely new field. On the night of the 6th of September 1956, driving home alone on the Great North Road near Hatfield, Michael Ventris crashes his car into a parked lorry. He is killed instantly. He is 34 years old. Documents in Mycenaean Greek is published a few weeks later. He never sees the finished volume. The tablets he gave a voice to are administrative lists, inventories of grain, oil, sheep, and chariot wheels. They are not poetry, but they push the written history of Europe back by 5 centuries, and they reveal a world of scribes and palaces that Homer only half remembered. The architect built a doorway into a vanished age. Then, quietly, he walked through it.